Hello friends, and welcome back to R Slash Choosingbeggars. And today we have 4 hot stories, so let's get started. Give my family a free vacation. No, not that one. Take us along on your vacation. My boyfriend's cousin, his paternal uncle's daughter, has 4 children. Each of her kids is the personification of the word bratty. The said cousin refuses to discipline them and constantly makes excuses for their behavior. She's also very judgmental of our decision to not have children. She's often made snide comments towards me, implying that I'm the selfish C-word who is depriving my boyfriend of the joys of raising children. For these reasons, and for her generally entitled behavior, my boyfriend had cut ties with her. However, when he and I visited his paternal home 3 days ago for his parents' anniversary celebration, we ran into her again. My boyfriend's dad had urged him to use this occasion to mend bridges with the cousin, so we both tried to make nice and engaged in small talk with her. During our conversation, boyfriend mentioned that we were leaving for Melbourne for vacation in a few days. At this, cousin's eyes lit up. "Oh, that sounds like so much fun," she said. "My husband and I haven't gone anywhere since our honeymoon." She whined some more about how hard it is for them with 4 kids, if only they could afford such luxuries, etc., etc., etc. I could tell where this was going. My boyfriend probably felt sorry for her, and being the kind and generous soul that he is, offered to buy them a weekend in a resort in Mount Abu, a hill station in the Indian state of Rajasthan. Cousin, face scrunched up. "That's nice, but why can't you just take us to Melbourne with you?" Boyfriend, getting a bit annoyed but still patient. "Well, we want to spend some time alone, plus we'll be meeting some close friends there. Besides, Mount Abu is a beautiful place. Your kids will love it." Cousin, in the annoying Karen tone, "I still don't see why you can't take us with you to Australia. You're being so selfish, going on this trip and sticking your family with a cheap weekend getaway." Boyfriend's mom, cousin's name, "He's making a very generous offer. Either take it or leave it." Cousin, wearing the expression that morons wear when they think they've had a bright idea, "Oh, I know. Why don't my husband and I go to Mount Abu and you can take our kids to Melbourne?" Me, "What?" Cousin, "It's a great idea. The kids can have fun in Melbourne with you two, and my hubby and I can enjoy a peaceful weekend. This way the kids can actually spend some time with their uncle. You never make time for them." Boyfriend, "I'm offering for the last time. It's either the weekend in Mount Abu or nothing at all. And why the hell would we ruin our vacation taking care of your kids?" Cousin, "How can you say that? My kids are so well behaved. You'll have so much fun spending time with them. Besides, my husband and I could really use some quiet time together. You and shy girl turned sassy don't have any responsibilities. You have no idea how hard it is to raise 4 kids. You can afford this trip. I don't see why you won't share it with family." Boyfriend, "One more word and you're losing my Mount Abu offer." On hearing this, the cousin STFU. We all had dinner together and she was mercifully quiet. If only her kids had followed her example. You'd think this would be the end of it. But no. We had seriously underestimated her dedication to her Karenness. On the morning of the day of our departure, cousin showed up at my apartment with the kids in tow. I was shocked to see her, of course, and asked if something was wrong. She smiled and said, "I'm just here to drop the kids off. You're leaving tonight, right?" After taking a second to recover from the shock, I asked, "Did you fall and hit your head on something? We told you we weren't taking your kids with us. What part of that did you not understand?" She then tried to convince me that my boyfriend had called her later on and had agreed to take her kids. I knew this was BS and called it as such. Cousin became enraged and asked if I was going to break her kid's heart. Why would I break our promise, and how boyfriend and I could be so cold? I called my boyfriend, and after telling him what was going on, I turned on the speakerphone. My boyfriend proceeded to chew her out brutally right in front of her kids, telling her he would no longer pay for their weekend getaway and that this was exactly the kind of behavior that had made him cut ties with her. She tried to get a word in, but he wouldn't let her. Cousin took her kids and stormed off. Boyfriend and I are having a laugh over this and are still wondering what made her think that this plan would ever work. Tony bags a choosing beggar. During high school, I worked as a customer assistance clerk, aka a bagger, at the local grocery store. Wasn't a bad job. Ask paper or plastic, put groceries in bag, don't break the eggs, load groceries into the car, bring in a couple carts. Didn't pay well, but it wasn't too hard either. There were only a couple bad things about the job. The first one was the tips. If the customer offered a tip, which they often did, we had to refuse it because of the company's strict no tipping policy. Take a tip and get fired. Weird thing was, people got offended when you refused to take their tip. The second part was a regular customer we'll call Karen. She was a choosing beggar. She would try to use expired coupons and wanted us to price match a competitor's sale flyer from several weeks ago. Manager gets called. She would eat cherries and grapes as she went through the store and then pay by weight for what was left in the package, and we'd catch her and she would deny it. She would overload her cart to the point products were damaged, which she would then want the item discounted or free. Manager gets called. She would watch us bag her groceries like a postmenopausal hawk and tell us how to do our jobs. Meat needs to be double bagged. Don't put all those cans in one bag. Don't crush my potato chips. Karen, I completed the putting crap in a bag course when I got hired. I got this. On this particular day, my friend Tony got stuck bagging her groceries. She switched from paper to plastic after he had bagged half her groceries. He goes back and rebags her groceries. He had to put everything in a different cart because the one he picked didn't look clean enough. Cashier gives her the total and she loses her crap. Prices are too damn high and the store's trying to rob her. She demands to know why she didn't get double coupon. Cashier explains that double coupon Tuesday is in fact only on Tuesday, not on Thursday. Apparently, Karen couldn't make it on Tuesday, so we should give her double coupon values on Thursday. Manager gets called again. Manager explains the complicated double coupon Tuesday is in fact only on Tuesday, not on Thursday policy to Karen. Karen says, F it, then I don't want any of it. At this point, the manager just surrenders, gives her the double coupon value just to get her out of the store. Cashier's pissed, Tony's pissed, customers in line behind Karen are pissed. As Tony is putting her groceries in her car, Karen says to Tony, be careful loading my groceries and don't be expecting a tip from me. Tony says company policy prohibits us from taking tips. Tony should have stopped there, but he didn't. He says, besides, what would I do with your last dollar? Karen begins to boil. She says she's going to go inside and tell the manager that he demanded a tip. Karen waddles off angrily. Now Tony could have gone inside and spoken to the manager. Manager might have believed him, especially since the manager knew Tony was a good guy and that Karen was a total wackadoodle. Instead, Tony said, F it. Karen storms in and grabs the manager, and we all watch through the big windows as Tony starts slamming bag after bag into the trunk of her rusted-ass Cadillac Sedan DeVille while cursing like a drunken Norwegian. Food's flying everywhere, soda's exploding, boxes are ripping open, the eggs, oh dear Lord, the eggs. Karen, for once, is speechless. Manager is speechless. Hell, everyone's speechless. Tony walks in, takes off his apron, and hands it to the manager. He turns to Karen and says, have a nice day. Come again. Then he flips her the bird and walks out into retail history. It's free, right? It's free because I asked first. Well, here's another well-deserved Choosing Beggar story. It's an ongoing story for 2 weeks now, and I just had to share because I love when neighbors come up and ask for free material. Backstory. I bought my first house about a year ago. Yay me. And this year I decided to redo the fence for more privacy. Unfortunately, due to the heavy rains all last month, it delayed much of the fence work. This week, I bought the stone and concrete and began work. There's not a lot of space in the backyard, so most of the material is in the driveway. Hence why some random strangers, neighbors included, will come up to me and ask for free material. However, this one takes the cake. Me and Choosing Beggar. Me, minding my own business and working on the fence. Choosing Beggar. Hey, are you giving away free material? Me. No. Who are you? Choosing Beggar. I live 4 houses down. Me. Oh, so we're neighbors. Choosing Beggar. Yes, and your fence is coming out beautiful. Me. Well, thank you. It took me a while to find a white and blue stone to match the house. I'm currently working on it myself. I don't even know your name. Choosing Beggar. It's... insert Choosing Beggar's name here. Me. Well, I don't want to get your hopes up, but I made sure I didn't buy any extra material because it's non-refundable. And if I do have extra material, I might give it to my sister. Sorry. Choosing Beggar. Well, I asked first. Really having no patience, nor do I have the time to explain why he can't have it, I say, I will see. But like I said, I won't have extra material left over because I measured. Choosing Beggar walks away. I thought it would be the last time I saw him, but I was wrong. After work, I would go home and work on my fence for 3 to 4 hours, applying the material and concrete myself. He would catch me working on the fence and ask the same damn question. Remember, if you have any extra material, it's free to me because I asked first. Also, can you help me make my fence after you're done with yours? I would answer the same. I made sure I have no extra material, and no, I won't help you because I'm usually tired from work. Yesterday I was working on my fence, and guess who walks by? Choosing Beggar across the street watching as I work. He comes and starts measuring my fence. I looked up puzzled and confused until I say, "Excuse me, what are you doing?" Choosing Beggar comes with a tape measure. I'm measuring your fence, making sure it's in your property line, also calculating to see how much extra material you would have. So it seems you might have 4 boxes of stone left over, and that means I would have to buy 3 to 4 more boxes. How much did a box of stone cost you? Me. Excuse me, but I would appreciate it if you stopped bothering me. I am working on my fence. If you need material, go buy it at insert store location, and please stop bothering me. Choosing Beggar. But how much did each box cost? Me. Go to the store and buy material yourself. A few hours later, I'm still working on my fence. Choosing Beggar comes up to me, mad. You didn't tell me each box cost XXX dollars. I look up to him and I said, well, I love the stone and I work really hard to buy myself stuff. CB, but I don't work and I need it free, please? Still working on the fence, I purposely dropped some material on the floor. Choosing Beggar, what are you doing? Me, leave me alone or I will continue to break more material. Choosing Beggar, but remember, I asked first, as he walks away and crosses the street. How to lose a friend of 10 years in under 10 minutes and completely seal the deal in 60. I was made redundant just after going on maternity leave. As I don't have a job to go back to and not much energy to do the whole job hunting thing, someone decided it would be nice for me to have a new tablet, especially as my laptop is starting to act up. Someone I had been good friends with for just over 10 years, who we'll call Sam, posted on Facebook that their laptop had caught fire, and being unemployed, they couldn't afford a new one. They asked if anyone could lend them an old laptop in the meantime. I told Sam that my laptop was unavailable as it has a ton of private stuff on it, but if they needed to get online to check for jobs and emails, they could borrow my other tablet. I said that it was a basic entry-level Android, but it did the basics, including Netflix, so Sam accepted and we agreed to meet up in town that afternoon. After we did the usual "Hi, how are you?" I brought out the tablet. A look of dismay crossed Sam's face. It's much smaller than I expected. Sam turned over the tablet and looked at the bright blue cover. Is this a kid's tablet? No, I told you it was just a cheap one I picked up for traveling. Disappointed noises as Sam started switching it on. This is a bit slow. Wait, what the hell is this? The setup screen. I restored it to factory settings for you so that you could put your own stuff on there. So all your stuff is gone? Yes. Can you download and log into Netflix for me before you go? Nope, not even a please. No. Why not? Because my partner and my mom also asked nicely if they can use it, and I don't want to be locked out if too many people are using it. Do you even have time to watch it with the baby? This thing is so slow, it's still trying to set itself up. Once in a while. Do you still want the tablet? Yes, I suppose. It is better than nothing. Cue another distasteful look at the blue one. I would rather borrow your new one, to be honest. It was a gift less than a month ago, so no. But I would take good care of it. I'm not lending you a brand new tablet that costs $400. Please? I can't afford a new one. You know full well that I lost my job a few months ago and I can't afford stuff either. I'm offering you the blue one. Take it or leave it. Fine, exclaimed Sam, like they were doing me a favor and not the other way around. I'll take it for now. Thanks, I suppose. I was quite annoyed, especially at the lack of please or sincere thank you from someone I regarded as a friend, and I was somewhat relieved that she then cut the meeting short. I wandered off to do some shopping before meeting my partner at the bus stop after he finished work. I know Sam has a lot of other stuff to deal with right now, so I promised myself that if she apologized for her attitude, I would forgive her. Imagine my surprise when I saw not just him, but also Sam at the bus stop. Sam went pale as I approached. Hey, I was just about to call you. Sam was telling me about how you agreed to lend her your tablet. She asked if she could come over to collect it. Sorry, what? She said that you agreed to lend her your tablet. And I gave it to her about an hour ago. I can't quite remember the rest of the conversation from that point. I was too appalled. She apparently thought she would get away with it as she knew I was going to be busy for the rest of the day. I was so angry we just got on the bus when it arrived and I forgot to ask for the blue one back. We are no longer friends. Well, it seems we have come to the end of our story, so thank you very much for listening. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you again soon.